Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Coro, and today we'll be playing more of Emio the Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club. Last time we played, it was a very fun game. We talked to some students at the high school that's, or middle school that the victim was in. We found out that we found the secrets of the legend of the Smiling Man with the paper bag on his hand, how he strangled multiple female victims in the past, but he used like a cord to kill the current victim. We don't know. It's all speculation about the current death, but the legend of the death from multiple years ago was there. And also, we found out that one of the detectives' brother also disappeared with the case from multiple years ago, and so that was strange, and that's why she's so angsty. We also met multiple characters such as the other detective's helper, I would say. We also met our own detective female friend, and then our childhood, I think she was a childhood friend, but she was now a policewoman. And we also have our boss, and we are a rookie at this detective academy, I think. But anyway, let's just play. I've been rambling too much. We are at Chapter 3, The Language of Flowers. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go! Review the plot thus far. Let's go. Oh, okay. Eisuke Sasaki, age 15, was found dead with a paper bag with a smiley face drawn on it all over his head. Okay. Utsuki instructs you to investigate the Kuze siblings. Utsuki believes that the disappearance of Makoto's Kuze may have somehow been connected to this new case. He tells Ayumi to continue her investigation in Minami Daisen Junior High School. You're traveling to Yukari Village, where the Kuze household is located. I like that we have a recap, because that catches me up on all the times I've been played. Right now, we are on the way, or we're there? It looks like we're on the way to the place, but we could look around and examine the surroundings, like the cabbages. The cabbages actually look delicious. I love cabbages. They're delish. Greenhouse. It's a plastic greenhouse. What are they growing? Plastic? Truck. There's a truck around. Is someone parked somewhere? Alright, that's about it. Let's think. I wonder if anyone else is here. Let us... There's no one to ask. Fine, call and engage then. No one is around. Okay. Surroundings. I don't see anyone. Use phone? Wait, why won't it turn on? I think you just push... Ah, the battery's dead. I guess I forgot to charge it. I should remember to do that when you get back to the office. You should. You've been forgetting that a lot. But... no one to ask, no one to engage, so my guess... we just gotta use this to find something, I guess? That's the greenhouse. Whoa! That guy just sprouted out of the field like he was planted there! I guess he was just crouching down. I should talk to him. Hey, Mr. Villager! Excuse me, do you have a moment? Ah! What do you want? Excuse me, do you know where the do you know the way to the Kuze residence? The Kuze residence, eh? Sure, Sonny. Just go straight down that dirt road and head down towards the mountain. It's right at the end of the road. Can't miss it. Got it. Thank you very much. Straight down the road, huh? Let's get there ASAP. Travel to Detective Kuze's family home. Ooh, it's a little old, broken down home. Oh wait, no. The house at the end of the road must be this one. Let us examine the house. Front door. The nameplates have been removed. I can't say for sure that this was Detective Kuze's home. Okay, so the house itself. It doesn't seem like anyone's here. No one's here? What about the mailbox? There's nothing in the mailbox. Oh, I already clicked on this. Is this place just vacant? Grass. The grass is overgrown. No one has done any yard work there for a long time. It's not cracked. It's still pretty dirty and hard to see through. So no one has lived here for quite some time is what I'm getting from this.
Hello? Hey, anyone home?
I guess it's empty, just like I thought. Time to break in. What do we do then? Let's look around anything we can. I did look around. What are we supposed to look around? There's nothing to look around. The house again? The front door again? Maybe there's a back thing over here that we haven't? No, nothing is over here. Okay. I guess I can try and look at the surroundings. It's quiet and peaceful. Oh, it's quiet and peaceful. It doesn't seem like anyone's around. No one to ask. No one to engage. And let's just, I don't know, open the door again. The path, I don't know. No nameplate. Then we just go in. Oh yeah, the phone's dead. Ooh, okay. No, not that. There's also a rumor that he and Kohei— oh yeah, we already know that. Junko Kuze. According to Mr. Usagi, when Makoto disappeared, Junko returned home in a terrified state. Oh, so she knows or seen something. Seems like he'll be out for a while investigating the urban legend of the Smiling Man. God damn it, we can't voice Utsugi. Makoto disappeared when they ran home. Megumi is an absent from the school since the day Eisuki's body was discovered. And others. Cab driver. Complains that taxis get ride requests from things not of this world. It's telling me to look around at everything we can. I've been trying to look around, but there's nothing else over here that we could click on. Again? You don't think it's frosted glass? Can we just not walk in then? A grasshopper! Don't chase after it. Professional detectives do not do that sort of thing. Why not? It's a little grasshopper. The grasshopper got away. Is that all that is to it? Can we go in? We literally looked at everything. Let's use think then. What do you mean look around? We've done everything! You don't think anyone's around? Really? I don't think there's anything— oh wait, clothesline. It's an old clothesline, doesn't look like it's been used recently. I think I've gone over everything. Maybe the place is vacant, you think? It doesn't look like anyone's here, maybe we should come back later. Oh, maybe Mr. Usuki would know something. Call Mr. Usugi— oh, but the battery's dead. Oops. What to do, what to do? Maybe we should go back and talk to that person again. Ooh. The cop— well, not the cop, the bus— the taxi driver? What are you doing here? Oh, you scared me. Sorry, you are? Name's Tayama. I live next door. Hello? Sorry, I didn't see anyone in the house. Yeah,
No one lives there, so no matter how much you shout, no one's coming out.
Just like I suspected. I see, but this was the Kuze residence, wasn't it?
Sure, it was, but like I said, no one lives here anymore.
Is it okay if I ask you a few questions?
Sure, but you a friend of Junko's or something?
Oh, no, I'm a private... Wait, maybe I don't want it to get back to Detective Kuze that was snooping around here. He might yell at me. What should I do? I'll conceal my identity for now. Oh, but that'll be suspicious to see that... It'll be suspicious to see that a strange person was poking around their house. Especially if it's someone like that. I'll just say, I'll be honest. I can handle a little yelling. I'll be honest and reveal my identity.
Yeah, what though?
Private detective. I'm an investigator.
A detective?
Uh-oh.
So you must know Junko.
Oh, yes I do.
Great. You must be some great kind of detective duo, huh? I gotcha.
I mean, we aren't, but... Ask again. You mentioned earlier that the house was vacant. How long has it been that way?
Let's see, I think it's been around 2 years. Junko went off to be a detective and left the village. And Yoshi doesn't live here anymore. Neither does Makoto. So yeah, no one's around.
That's so sad.
Yep, no one lives here anymore.
Let's think. I don't know what to do. Yoshi, could that be Kuze's mother? And Makoto is Detective Kuze's brother, of course. I got all kinds of burning questions to ask about the Kuze family. Let's ask about Yoshi first. Sorry, but who's Yoshi?
She's Makoto and Junko's grandmother.
Detective Kuze's grandmother, I see.
She was lovely. Just a kind person who took very good care of her grandkids.
Kuze siblings? What were Junko and Makoto like as kids? You know, brother and sister wise.
Let me think. Junko, she always acted more like the big sister than the little one. Heh, I can imagine.
Oh, hey, I can imagine.
Haha. You know what I mean? They got along well. They got along very well as siblings.
Really?
I thought I heard yelling, so I came over to check it out. So imagine my surprise to find a youngster like you.
Youngster? I mean, I'm 19. Oh no, don't use the phone. I meant to... can't think. I think this neighbor has gotten a lot of info. Let's keep asking. About observations?
Healthy kids are happy kids, aren't they? Yoshi really loves her 2 grandkids. Those 2 kids, Makoto and Junko, lost their parents in an accident when they were young. So their grandparents, Mr. and Mrs. Kuze, took them in. They all lived right here in the village.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Kuze were real generous to take care of the kids like that. Thanks to them, Makoto and Junko had a pretty normal childhood, and they grew up healthy and strong. Oh, they're good kids. They were a good brother and sister team, those 2.
Okay.
Anyway, after Junko left them, it was just Yoshi and her husband living there, and he passed away, about 2 years ago. So she left soon after.
Is that so?
Yoshi really raised those kids right, especially considering how they lost their parents.
Where's Yoshi now?
She lives in a retirement home in the village. Junko didn't want her living alone, so it was her idea.
That explains why the family home is empty.
That's right. They're gonna be tearing this house down pretty soon.
Oh, I see.
Maybe Makoto will come back one day. I'm sure he'll love to see this place again.
I don't know about that, Chief. Oh, no, my god.
It'll be sad when the house isn't here anymore.
That's really sad. This house is gonna be torn down. Okay. Not this one. We examined the house? The Kuze family home seems to be empty, but I'm sure it's filled with memories. I wonder if Detective Kuze would be sad if she knew she saw like this.
Hmm.
What do you mean?
What are you doing here anyway? Interested in the Kuze family home?
Yes, in a sense.
I hear ya. Every so often I come to check out the place myself. Just curiosity, you know. Vacant houses have a way of falling into pieces pretty quick if you don't tend to them, but you know that.
I didn't, but...
Oh, by the way,
Hmm?
I'm actually an assassin here to kill you.
Wow, nothing.
I think it was 3 days ago. Yeah, I was on my way home from a meeting and I saw a light on the house in here. No one's supposed to be in there. I was curious about what was going on, so I went to check it out. That's when I saw Junko walked out the door.
But Detective Kuze was here 3 days ago.
Junko said she just came by to see if she had left anything behind that she might need. Because the house is getting torn down soon, she felt bad that it would be a disturbance. Poor girl, she just kept apologizing. Of course, I invited her to tea. I haven't seen her in ages. But she said she couldn't. She had to work extra early the next day and all that, you know? I can't believe she's a detective now. She's all grown up. She looked just like the detectives you see on TV. I guess she's all grown up.
I don't think I have any more questions. Maybe it's time to see if I can talk to Detective Kuze's grandmother. Hayama might know which retirement home Yoshi went to. Let's find out.
Which retirement home is Yoshi living in? Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's called Yukariko Relax. Yeah, that's it.
Yukariko Relax? Great, thank you.
It's a nice name and I hear the place lives up to it. It's just a little ways past up the mountain if you're looking for it.
Let's go, thank you, Mr. Tayama. Thanks for all the info, I appreciate it. I'm gonna go see if I can talk to Yoshi.
Okay. Tell Yoshi I say hello. Oh, and before you go...
Oh, you're gonna hand me a gun? Hmm? Is it
I got something for you.
eggplants?
Here, take this.
Eggplants? Oh, that's a lot of eggplants.
Yep, grew these babies myself. They're delicious. It ain't much, but I want you to have them.
I don't like eggplants. Like, I don't think I've ever liked eating eggplants. I've eaten them before, obviously, but I did not like them. Wait, is this on auto turn? Hold on. I did not set this to auto turn. I did not. Oh, cancel high text window, all mode, can skip mode. Start up. Oh, wait, no, go back. Okay.
See, Makoto was a big fan of eggplant.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you very much. I'll gladly take these and burn them in the fire. Okay, goodbye. Thank you. Yukariko Village. Relax. I'm up to Yukariko. Relax, but thank you so much for these delicious eggplants. I can't wait to try them. I'm smiling through the pain.
Safe travels.
I'm gonna totally not put this in the trash. I don't like eggplants. They're gross. 3 days ago, 8:19 p.m., the Kuze house. Oh. I forgot the voice I gave you, so I'm gonna restart with a new voice for you. That's an ugly drawing. Oh, that's a cute bunny, though. Wait, I forgot what voice I gave Kuze, so I'm just gonna make up a new voice for her. That's their living room? The picture's horrendous, oh my god. It's got butt nose. And the whole thing is gone. Ah, this is really sad. Oh, he snapped out of everything. What is happening? Oh? Oh? What is happening? Yukarika, relax. Okay, we're back to the present now. Finally, I'm here. Funny how Tayama's idea of a low wait turned out to be. Meanwhile, I'm lugging an eggplant's feet, an army, and hiking up a mountain. Wait, this is Relax Yukariko Village. That's not exactly what Tayama said, but I must be in the right place. So, Yoshikuze. I wonder what Detective Kuze's grandmother would be like.
Hello?
Hello, excuse me? Are you here to visit a family member? No, not exactly. So you're not a family member? I'd like to have a word with one of the residents here. Do you have an appointment? I'm afraid I don't see anything in the records. Get out! No, sorry, I don't have an appointment. No, well, very sorry, but the facility has a policy against allowing visitors without a prior appointment. So I'm afraid I have to ask you to leave. The fuck? I'm sorry, but you have to leave, or I'll fucking bring out a gun and shoot you in the head. Okay, don't help me, I guess. Can you help me? First, old man. Do these folks live here? They seem happy. The music here. The reception counter is quite grand. She looks suspicious of me. Honestly, I don't blame her. What? I'm sorry, but you have to leave. What? The number of older folks are chatting amicably. Guess you can just show up to a visit unless you have family. Sorry, I didn't make up an appointment. I'll come back another time. Thank you for understanding. Just be sure to let the resident know the next time you'd like to visit, and I'll make an appointment. Will do, ma'am. I'll be on the way. Ugh, all that trip for nothing. Maybe we should contact Yoshi and make an actual appointment for a visit. Wait, how do I even do that? Yeah, how would you even do that? Yeah, you can't ask her for help either. No one's here. I mean, I may not be able to talk to Mrs. Kuze at all with that in mind. I need to try talking to the receptionist again. We're going back to the receptionist? Okay, we're going back inside and be like, let us in! Oh, I thought you left! I'm sorry, but you have to leave. I know it's a rule, but I'm actually from the Utsugi Detective Agency and I have some questions for Yoshikuze. You're a detective? Yes, and I would have made an appointment, but I'm not acquainted with Mrs. Kuze. Is there anything we can do here? Knock me off and I'll consider it. I'm sorry, but rules are rules. We can't accommodate anyone without an appointment. And I can't make an appointment. Yoshi! Can you call Yoshi Kuze? Excuse me? You know, I like to just say hello real quick, then I'll make an appointment. I think she'll be happy to see me. I'm afraid it's not possible. Like I already said, I'm gonna have to ask you to fucking leave! I knew this wouldn't work. You will not see Mrs. Kuze without an appointment! I'm starting to make a scene. You will not
see Mrs. Kuze without an appointment, and I ask you politely to leave. Now fuck off!
That older woman's looking at me. How you doing? Oops, I made eye contact.
Who are you? Can I help you?
Oh no, it's...
Hey, Mrs. Yoshi! Remember, we mustn't interact with strangers!
Is this Mrs. Kuze? Excuse me, are you Yoshi Kuze?
Why, yes I am.
Yoshi!
Oh, don't you worry. This young man's harmless.
Ah, she seems kind.
So, you are?
I'm from the Utsuki Detective Agency, and I came here to speak with you.
Oh my, a detective. Well, how can I help you?
Mrs. Yoshi!
Is this against the rules? This young man seems like he's in some sort of trouble.
I'm so sorry for the inconvenience.
Alright, since Mrs. Yoshi's okay with it, I'll allow the visit, but don't make a habit of this, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Feel free to enter the facility. I'm gonna kill you later when you leave.
Did you walk all the way here from the village? Oh, you must be exhausted. So, what can I do for you, detective?
I hope this doesn't offend you, but I have some questions to... I hope this doesn't offend you, but I have to ask some tough questions. Can you talk about your grandson Makoto's disappearance 18 years ago?
Why are you asking?
I'm investigating a case that may have some connection.
Oh, and Makoto's disappearance is... I see.
Let's just start with anything you can remember about it.
Let me ask you one thing.
Of course.
Does Junko know you're here?
No. Fuck. No. No, I haven't told her.
I suspected not. He wouldn't have wanted you to speak with me.
He knows her granddaughter well.
I understand. Well, I'm not sure if I can help, but I'll tell you what I can.
Oh, here we go.
It was July 1st, 18 years ago, Junko's 9th birthday. We wanted to make it as special as we could, so my husband and I went out shopping for a gift. We must have gotten carried away. We were gone far longer than we expected.
Oh.
We didn't get home until after 7 p.m. and when we did return...
Blood! Bloodshed!
There weren't any lights at the house!
We saw blood! Bodies! Guts everywhere!
Junko? Makoto? Where are you two? What is it? What's wrong? Oh,
Who the heck is that? Is that Makoto?
we found Makoto sitting in the darkened tea room, staring vacantly all around. There were purple flower petals scattered all over the place.
Purple flower petals?
I tried to find out what was going on, but Makoto wouldn't say a word. Then my husband said,
Hey, where's Junko? I can't find Junko anywhere. Makoto, where's Junko?
Huh?
Hey, Makoto!
when I told her Junko's name, she rushed out of the house.
That is suspicious. Purple flowers? Not the purple flowers is your concern, not that he ran away when he heard Junko's name.
We were in shock. We waited patiently for the two of them to come back. They didn't return. They ran away to Egypt and had a lavish life. Around 9 p.m., we called the police, and shortly after that, I heard the front door slide open. I thought, thank goodness they're back. So we rushed to the front door to greet them. But instead, we saw a dead body in front of our... Junko was the only one there. She had returned without Makoto, in tears. When we asked about Makoto, she just cried harder and wouldn't speak.
He saw some things, man.
The police eventually showed up and tried to speak to Junko, but she wouldn't say a thing. Later that night, we searched far and wide for Makoto. Neighbors and police helped us comb the entire village, but we couldn't find him anywhere. And we would have never seen him since.
Oh.
A neighbor I spoke with said Makoto and Junko were very close as brother and sister, so what could have happened that day to separate such tight-knit siblings?
Okay. Maybe it's a painful memory she doesn't want to relieve. She stopped talking for now. Can I... is she looking at my plastic bags? Would you like some eggplants? I have so many, take them all. Can you take my eggplants? I don't want them.
What's that you brought with you?
Eggplants. Oh, this? One of the villagers gave it to me.
See? My grandkids loved eggplant, especially Makoto.
That's what I heard about.
Will you listen to another little story? It's about how I went into the circus.
I'd love to.
Onigash.
Is that how you say it?
Makoto was just a quiet, honest, and kind-hearted boy. He smiled all the time, even if a friend was just teasing him, and he never got angry. Junko used to be annoyed that Makoto never seemed to get angry. He'd get angry on his behalf sometimes. She'd say, "Gonna protect you, big brother. It's me. I've got to do it since you won't protect yourself." I almost could hear it. You got those eggplants from Tayama, didn't you? That fucking bitch stole my seeds and grew them himself. He was one of those big brothers who sort of let his younger sister call the shots, but deep down he knew that she was his little sister. She was so adorable. And even as feisty as Junko was, I'm sure she looked up to him as a big brother. Even when he seemed a little soft, he was always protecting her. Junko and Makoto's parents died in a terrible accident. Oh, but Junko was just still a baby. She cried all the time, even after coming to the village. It must have been so hard. She couldn't have the love that she needed from her parents. Makoto would watch over his sister with a smile on his face, not saying a word. Sometimes Junko would tease him and ask if she was sad, but Makoto would just say, "I could never be sad with you as a little sister." That's what he always said.
Oh, that's done. That's done. Observations?
Some nights after Junko went to sleep, I noticed that Makoto would cry alone. He never showed that sort of emotion in front of us. He was usually all smiles. The poor boy had helped to heal and nurture Junko. Those precious kids, they're both irreplaceable.
I think I'm done. So young Detective Kuze and her brother Makoto had a strong bond as children. It sounds like they were as happy as brother and sister can be. So what could have happened between them on that day 18 years ago? That piece of the puzzle is still missing. There must have been something that triggered their actions that day. What could have happened to them?
What is it?
Okay, what do we do? Yeah, your phone is dead, you can't do anything about that. The flowers are beautiful. They're purple flowers. Purple flowers.
Hey,
Oh yeah, the purple flowers. Yes.
have you ever seen an eggplant flower?
I don't know. No. I wonder if the scarlet flower petal she mentioned could have been.
Well, they're very pretty purple flowers. A shade of purple is just like Junko's favorite.
Junko's favorite, eh? You say?
On the night that Makoto disappeared, Junko finally calmed down and spoke with me. She explained what happened and why there are eggplant flowers petals everywhere. Back then, my husband and I were avid gardeners. We made wonderful meals from our vegetable garden. Naturally, the kids took an interest, especially when they tasted how delicious everything was. Junko was just saying, I want to grow vegetables too. I asked her what type of vegetables she was interested in growing, and she said, eggplant, because my brother loves them so much. Let's grow some for his birthday for a surprise. She was just so adorable. Anyway, we thought she could manage some eggplant, so we staked out a small plot in the backyard. We figured Makoto wouldn't find it because he hated bugs back there, but it was going to be a secret. The eggplants were to harvest in July, which was when both kids had their birthdays, and Junko looked after them every day. She was almost egging the eggplants to grow. Well, Junko was a terrific gardener, and the eggplants grew nicely with lots of blooming flowers. He was just overjoyed. He asked me every day when we could finally harvest them. When I told her that it was around the time of Makoto's birthday, she was overjoyed. She was so excited that she didn't realize that the flowers were going to be blooming on her birthday. That means she came home from school that day.
Hey, Junko. Guess what? I have a present for you.
A present for what?
It's your birthday, and I've got some flowers in your favorite shade of purple. Happy birthday!
But are those?
I know it's not much, but I really thought you really liked them.
And they were just enough.
Oh, and they were just in the backyard. Can you believe it? It's so beautiful and in full bloom. And she snapped.
I know his heart was in the right place, but oh, what have he had done? He killed her in front of us. Are those eggplant flowers? You idiot! I was growing those, you fucking bitch! I planted them for you, and I've been tending to them for months, and
What?
you fucking bitch! I hate you! I hate you! I wish you'd go away!
Oh, and then the smiling man granted her wish. Oh, wait! Junko. Oh, so that's... Oh, so the grandma came home and saw him like that with the flowers, and that's what... Okay.
And that's how Junko remembers it.
So that's what happened 18 years ago. That is very sad. That must have been traumatizing for Junko to have lost her brother like that after such an intense fight. I'm sure she took it hard. She probably blamed herself. And poor Makoto, to have upset his sister so much when he ever wanted her to be happy. The whole incident sounds like it was a shock. What an irony that their love for each other was what ultimately tore them apart. It's so sad. Let's hear what Yoshi has to say.
Junko was so depressed after the incident. She cried and cried, feeling like it was all her fault. I tried to think of ways to cheer her up. I didn't know it made such a difference, but at one point I helped her press some of the flowers into bookmarks. I told her that we kept it as good luck charms, maybe it'll help bring back Makoto one day. I repeated that again and again like a mantra. Since then, we both carried ours everywhere. Junko especially treasured hers. Yoshi, dinner'll be ready soon. Oh, already? Well, time flies when you get chatting, doesn't it?
I heard stories. It's probably time for me to head out.
I think I've told you just about everything. I hope this helps at least a little bit.
Yes, I mean...
Hmm?
Really, you shared more than I expected.
If that's so, well, I wonder if Junko will be upset.
Uh-oh.
Oh, don't be nervous. I won't tell her.
She gets it. What nice grandma. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. I really hope I haven't overstayed.
Don't be silly. I haven't spoken to anyone about Junko or Makoto in a long time. It was a pleasure. Just one more thing, Mr. Detective. Do you know what eggplant flowers represent?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Well, they represent happiness, truth, and hope.
Happiness, truth, and hope. That's lovely. Thank you for sharing.
Junko taught me about that, believe it or not. He clings to the hope that if we hold onto the pressed flower bookmarks, maybe one day Makoto will come back. I guess we both cling to that hope, actually. Now, today a detective with a bag of eggplants came to talk to me about Makoto. It feels like fate. Anyhow, I guess that's why I felt like I ought to tell you the whole story. I can't explain it, but I have a gut feeling that you'll be the one to finally reunite Junko and Makoto. Well, if you need any more information, feel free to come back anytime.
Thank you, I will. I'll be going now. That was such a sad story. We're back at the Utsugi agency. Let me take a drink of my water. Hmm. 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 Hello, I'm back. Wait, what?
Work today! Let's get it off the jet tomorrow!
Ayumi. Has Ayumi gone home already? Well, it's late, but I should probably wrap up today's investigation. Let's review by myself since she went home already. Detective Kuze and her brother lost their parents at a young age and were raised by grandparents. The grandmother, Yoshi, helped to make sure that they were raised in a loving environment in the village. It sounds like they formed a close and supportive family, but something terrible happened on Junko's 9th birthday. Junko ran out of the house in tears because Makoto picked the eggplant flowers. Yes, she was upset because she had been carefully growing the eggplants for him. When he realized that he had ruined the surprise of the eggplants that Junko had been growing, Makoto was stunned and didn't know Junko had run off. Eventually, he realized his sister was gone, so he left home in search of his sister, and he never returned. When Junko returned, still in tears, she said she thought it was her fault that Makoto was gone. I'm still missing details about what happened while they were away and why she returned home alone. I've got to reveal a bit more of the puzzle, and I think I'll have to suck it up and speak to Detective Kuze herself. Of course, even if I have the courage. I doubt she'd be willing to give me the whole story. Alright. Just after the fact, Junko was obviously upset and Yoshi tried to cheer her up. Yoshi said they crafted something together, right? What was that they made? They made... select the keyword from your notebook that you believe would be the correct answer. Wait, what? What? I don't get it. Oh, okay. Bookmark with pressed... yeah. Yes, bookmarks with pressed eggplant flowers. It sounds like both Detective Kuze and Yoshi still carry one of the bookmarks around them. And Yoshi told me that eggplant flowers represent happiness, truth, and hope. Keeping that symbolism in mind, I wonder if Junko was inspired to become a detective because she believed her brother was still out there. Eventually, Junko grew up and moved away. A few years later, after Yoshi's husband passed, Yoshi moved to a retirement home called Relaxed Yukariko Village. So for now, the Kuze family home is vacant, but Yoshi probably moved back soon. The house will be demolished soon. Yes, that's right, and Detective Kuze stopped by recently for a final check of sorts. It must have been 3 days ago, or 1 day before Eisuke Sasaki's bodies were found. Wait, didn't Detective Kuze tell the neighbor that she had to get going because she had been working early the next morning? But does that mean she was a good detective? Does that mean she such a good detective that she knew that there'd be murder? No, that'd be crazy. I think they did pretty well today, if I say so myself. I feel like I'm patting myself on the back, and I need to decide on the plan for tomorrow. I'm too tired right now. Let's talk with Ayumi first thing in the morning and decide. And oh shoot, I almost forgot to charge my cell phone. I've got to be sure to do it now. Yeah, you always keep doing that. Stop forgetting. Bitch. Chapter 4, A Suspect. We got our first suspect? Hell yeah! Who it gonna be? Who it gonna be? Good morning, sorry I'm late. Oh, Ayumi's not even here. Is she out investigating? Oh. Yes, hello?
Hey, Coro! Late night for you yesterday?
It was, yeah, but I learned quite a bit.
Oh, really? I'd love to hear all about it!
Huh, that's great, because I can't wait to tell you all about it. Where are you?
Oh, sorry, I'm actually...
Murdering someone! Hmm?
I'm actually supposed to meet with Mr. Fukuyama this afternoon.
Mr. Fukuyama? That's right!
He said he taught some more kids at the school, so I'm hoping he's come up with something promising. Maybe a lead? I'm getting my hopes up.
Yeah, I hear you.
What are you going to investigate today?
I think I'll go to the library archives and look up how they covered those murders 18 years ago.
Sounds good. Stay safe. Bye.
Thanks, Ayumi. You stay safe too. And oh, say hello to Mr. Fukuyama for... Oh, she already hung up. You left me. Let us travel to the library. I'm off. The city library. Where dreams don't come true. I'd like to head in and start investigating as soon as possible, but I probably ought to have a plan. The murders were 18 years ago, so I'm sure I'll have to do some digging. Let us examine the return box. It's a box for returning books to the library. You can even use it after hours. Why not? At a time like this, the best person to consult would be... the librarian? Bulletin board. It seems like there's an upcoming event at the library. Let's see. Who's the biggest bookworm? Let's all borrow plenty of books and find out. Wow, so if you borrow more than 50 books this month, you'll be entered to win a gift card for more books. How exciting. There are a lot of bicycles here. This sure is a popular library. Doesn't make sense to dive in without a plan. Yes, that's right. I should check in with Mr. Usagi. See if there's anything. It's sure nice to have this cell phone. Oh, hello, Coro. Oh, hello, Coro. Oh, hello, Coro. Oh, hello, Coro. How can I help you? So, I'm about to go to the library to see what I can find out about the cases from 18 years ago. But I thought I'd check with you first to see if you had any advice for researching or anything to avoid. Let's see. Well, look for serial girl murders, since that's what it was called, and pay close attention to the first case. You'll want to learn how the incident was reported and how the news covered the story that year. Then once you've gone over the material, you'll want to review your notes to see what jumps out. If something seems off, I'd recommend focusing on that key and pointing the investigating further. I think you'll find lots of connections between the events 18 years ago by the time you're done. I strongly believe that Makoto's disappearance is related to the murders, and I wouldn't be surprised if the information you uncover helps us get to the bottom of the Sasaki case as well. That makes sense. Thank you, sir. I also have a strong suspicion that the urban legend of Emio, the Smiling Man, will play into it all. At least that's my current assumption as I investigate. In any case, I must apologize for leaving the office frequently unattended. It's no problem at all, sir. Ayumi and I can take care of things.
Thank you. I'm fortunate to have such excellent assistants. I'm counting on you both.
Thank you, sir. I'll be off now. Talking with Miss Usugi is always inspirational. I've got to live up to. A lot to live up to. Alright, let's go inside. Let's see. I'm guessing newspaper archives would be the best source of information for older cases. Oh, books. I have a year's worth of papers from 18 years ago to get started on. They're heavy. Anyways, I'll stop whining for now and check them out. These are newspapers clippings from January and February of 18 years ago. Let's see, what was the first serial murder? The date on the article about this case is... Ah, I found it. It looks like the first murder was committed in February that year. A 17-year-old named Ayaka Hashizume was found on the beach at Kofuku City, strangled. Her house had burned down just the day before, and the father's body was found in the wreckage. Initial reports suggested the family may have killed her, then killed himself. Later reports pointed the possibility that a third party may have killed both father and child. Also, the article mentions a person missing who reported to be close to the girl, but there's nothing at all in these articles about police finding a paper bag on the head of the victim. What caused the fire, and why wasn't Ayaka's father able to escape? And what was that missing person? There are a lot of missing pieces in this first case for sure. Condensed edition. Oh, there's different ones. Okay. These are news. Okay. It seems like there are occasional follow-up articles of after the February crime, but not much coverage overall. There isn't any information that could help me. Okay. But May and June. Looks like the second murder took place in May, about 3 months after the first. For now, let's dive into the details of the second case. Here we go. The victim was a 15-year-old girl named Sachiko Takaki. Because the second victim was also a young girl who was strangled in Kofuku City, the police announced early that both crimes may have been committed by the same person. Still, they never did mention any detail about the paper bag. According to a neighbor of the second victim, the young girl in question came from a troubled home and was often seen crying at night. The possibility of a serial killer seemed to have sparked more newspaper coverage at the time. And the third incident happened in June. Here's the article about it. The third victim was Mika Inoue, a 17-year-old girl, another teen girl just like the first two. She reportedly had a falling out with friends that day and left her school in tears. However, it seems like she didn't go straight home. Instead, she must have been attacked. The third victim was also from Kofuku City and was strangled the same way as the first two victims. The article does mention a possibility of all three cases being connected by the same killer. Let's see what they have to say about the paper bag. Still to mention about it. Wow. It seems like the serial girl murders garnered a lot of coverage. There were articles every day. Still, despite the ink spill, I'm not seeing any details that might actually help me solve the case. Not many articles reporting on the serial girl murders. Maybe there was nothing new to report by the time. I'm not seeing much coverage about the serial girl murders at this point. Just a few short mentions, typically in blurbs off to the side. If there are no new information, there wouldn't have been much for the media to report on. Okay, I've gone through a year's worth of newspaper clippings. While I'm thinking about it, I wonder if there's an article on Makoto's disappearance. I believe Makoto's disappearance... I don't fucking know. I don't remember. June? No, it's not an option. I don't know. What fucking... I'm gonna make a guess and be like, May. May, right? Is that right? Okay, not May. What about July? July, let's take another look at July. Here we go, just a snippet of an article. 14-year-old boy reported missing from Yukariko village. Everyone in the village searched through the night, but the boy remains missing. Although the timing was curious, no one suggested a connection to the serial girl murders. That said, both Mr. Usugi and Inspector Kamada seem to suspect that there was a connection. I've got to get to the bottom of this. The police announced that the serial girl murders were most likely committed by a single killer. Although it was never mentioned, each of the victims were found with a paper bag on their heads. With that information, it seems obvious that, anyway, after the second murder, the first case came back right into the spotlight, and while media interest in the serial girl murders remained high for a while, it tapered off around August, probably because there were no new leads or information, although no new victims, thankfully, if you don't count Makoto's disappearance. Now, why is that? Okay. I think the first case is critical to the investigation. Mr. Usugi thinks so too, and he told me to focus on it. Oh, no, go back to the first case. The first case did really catch my attention. It's the most curious of the three. I should investigate it more thoroughly. The victim in the first case was Ayaka Hashizume's house. She was 17 years old. She was found the morning of February 16th in a secluded beach area around Kofuku City. A local fisherman found the body. He had an airtight alibi and was immediately ruled out as a suspect. Forensics reported the cause of death as strangulation with bare hands. Time of death was the night before. It turns out that Ayaka had quit her job at the local factory the same day she died. However, her supervisor at the factory reported that she left on good terms and had already given notice. All of that was said. I have a few major concerns with the facts of the case. They relate to the two key people involved who had connections to Ayaka. One of the key figures was Manabu Hashizume, Ayaka's father. He and Ayaka lived together in Fukutu City. However, the house was destroyed in a fire the night before Ayaka was found dead, and a body was recovered in the ruins. It was believed to be Ayaka's father. Some speculated that the father could have killed Ayaka before returning home and killing himself. However, that theory didn't necessarily hold up to scrutiny. And what's more, the second and third murders a few months after further complicate the situation, because even if Ayaka's father was guilty, he died in the fire. He couldn't have killed the others. Last but not least, the information about the paper bag was never made public, which strongly implies that all of the victims were killed by the same person. Could have been the other key person? Oh, we know. Two key people, Okay. The other key person in this case had never had the name reported by the media. Then the person in question was a young man who often seen with Ayaka before her death. He hasn't been since, however. And when his apartment was searched, the police found a disturbing amount of blood. Obviously, the police strongly suspected him and went great lengths to track him down, but he was never found. This must have been the same person that Inspector Kamada was talking about. It's entirely possible that Ayaka's murder and then home were unrelated, especially considering that all of the victims were young girls about the same age. The house fire falls outside that category, and the persistence of the paper bag points to a serial killer. I wonder if the police had the same idea. I can't find any articles of speculating along those lines, however. Okay, let's review the information I've gathered so far. Let's do this. The first murder was 18 years ago, and the first victim was a girl named Ayaka, wherever she is. No? Where's Ayaka? Okay. The first murder was 18 years ago, and the first victim was a girl named Ayaka Hoshizume. At the time of the first case, there are two persons of interest. The first one was her father, Manabu Hashizume. The first one was Manabu Hashizume, Ayaka's father. The second one was never revealed. The second one was never... the smiling man? No, the missing man. No. Yeah, the missing man. The second one was the man who was presumed missing. At the beginning, some speculated that Ayaka's father was a killer in a murder-suicide situation. The day before Ayaka's body was found, her father died in a... Oh, what? Fire? House fire. House. House fire. Yes, that's right. The father was presumably killed by the fire that burned down his house. Meanwhile, regarding the missing man, was he another victim, or could he have been the killer? It seemed as though the police considered both possibilities. He disappeared the same day that Ayaka was killed. Therefore, there was a disturbing amount of beep found in his home. Blood. That is disturbing. Yes, his home was drenched in a massive amount of blood. Inspector Kamada said that it would have been taken devastating injuries to produce that much blood, so it's possible that he simply died. Alright, I think I made good progress today. I think that's all about that I could determine from my research so far. I'm glad I talked to Mr. Isugi first. His advice helped me find the right path. But ultimately, the serial murders remain unsolved. The police never found any conclusive evidence. Is there still a suspect out there that was never identified in the previous investigations? Let's think. Now that I think of more about the second and third victims, there was a common factor that I haven't considered. They both were crying like they're both crying before they were killed. The girl crying. In the urban legend about the smiling man,
In the urban legend about the smiling man, he always appears in a paper bag in front of a crying girl.
I wonder if the first victim, Ayaka Hashizume, was also crying before she was killed. If there was any cause to suspect her father killed her. Maybe there was some deep trouble at home. Oh, it's getting late and I haven't eaten. I should take care of myself. Let's go to Planet Coffee and have... no, a muffin, a coffee, maybe a mascone, and like a frappuccino.
Thanks for reaching out again so quickly.
Of course, Tanabachi-sama. We're not... Can't think of voice. Of course, Tanabachi-sama. We're not strangers, right? I'm always here to help. I'm trying to do King Julian from Madagascar, and it's a horrible impression.
I appreciate it. It is great to have a senpai like you.
Oh, I do what I can. I'm sure I like to think myself as a good senpai. As you know, I'm deeply troubled by Isuki's murder. That's why I'm so eager to help you. If that allows me to guide you, just like back then, so be it. But I'm just one man trying to help.
Well then, thank you for your cooperation, Fukuyama.
I'm pretty sure that was not Fukuyama's voice. I voiced him differently, but I don't care anymore.
I want to be respectful of your time, so let's get right to it. Do you have some new info? I'm guessing that you do, since you're taking time out of your busy schedule.
Ah, yes. Well, I know you're busy too, so I make it quick. So the thing is, you got to remember is, these are junior high school kids. It's a sensitive time. They're still growing, which means they're not as strong as adults. This whole incident is a shock to the system, in ways we can't even fathom. You know what I'm saying, right, Tachibana?
Yes, I think so.
But it's like, the kids seem normal at first glance, but in their hearts, I know that they're carrying a deep hurt. It's almost like I can hear their souls screaming out. It feels like the students are all over the place. Some act out in my classes and the others, well, others have been laughing at me. Like, they don't take me seriously. But I'm sure it's the stress of this whole thing that's affecting them. Poor kids. I just feel terrible for them all. My heart breaks every time I think about it.
I see.
So, Tachibana, That's why I can't ask any of them about the case. Just yet, it's too soon.
Wait, you don't have any new information from the students after all?
That's right, sheesh! No wonder you're a detective, Tachibana.
So why are we here to talk about?
Tachibana, your milk tea is getting cold. Please go ahead and enjoy it. We can relax for the moment.
Why do you want me to drink my tea, you pervert? Since I'm here, I might as well have a little milk tea.
Do not drink the milk tea. He put something in it. Hey, Tachibana, think of it as a little break.
That's suspicious about the milk tea. I'm trying to enjoy a little milk tea.
I don't trust it. Don't drink it, Tachibana. Drink his milk tea. What's up, Tachibana? Take his milk tea. I'll take the bill and leave.
I should probably take care of the bill when we're done, right? After all, he's taking time to help me.
No, don't take the milk tea.
Some.
What do you think, Tachibana? It's good, right? Isn't this milk tea the best?
Oh yes, it's actually delicious.
Oh fuck, she's gonna die. Well, if you like milk tea,